Guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli is here, and I just finished listening and analyzing and reading the Tesla Q3 report, the earning call, and I want to go over some highlights that were not covered so much during the call or passed over a little bit by the call, but I think once you read the fine detail, you really see how incredibly Tesla operation is going and how promising it is. Let me just go over a few things with you. Here's the summary. The third quarter 2020 was a record quarter on many levels. Over the past 4 quarters, we generated over $19 billion in free cash flow while spending $2.4 billion on new production capacity, service centers, supercharging location, other capital investment. While we took additional SBC expense in Q3, the GAAP operating margin reached 9.2%. Now, what caught my eye in here, believe it or not, is the service centers, the supercharging location. These are the keys for expanding electric cars adoption. I know people like to talk about the margin and the revenue and the earning and all that, which are very important, but I like to see these things, service centers and supercharging locations, as a key component to continuation of this expansion of Tesla electric cars. Now let's go take a look. Let me go down, take a look at the production, which is nothing but impressive. Look at Q3 of 2020 production, 145,036 cars, which is 76% quarter over quarter and 51% year over year increase in production. But look at this number, 128,044 of Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. These are the key cars. Now, in terms of delivery, they delivered 139,593. This is a little more, like I think 300 cars more than what they announced a month ago at the end of the quarter, which is 44% year over year increase in car deliveries. Okay, 54% year over year. So I like these numbers because these numbers show exactly what is it that Tesla is achieving slowly but surely. Now here's another incredible number. This is talking about the vehicle capacity. So Fremont, the factory in Fremont, can reach a capacity production of 90,000 cars for Model S and X. These are the very expensive Teslas, but 500,000 Model 3 and Model Y's production in Fremont, and in Shanghai they're already achieving 250,000 production capacity of production. That is where you want the numbers. I bet you next year these numbers will be double or triple. So this is in between the lines. When you look at these things, these are very interesting. Look at the Berlin. Okay, the construction. We're going to see a picture. So the construction is going along. Let me read to you this last sentence. At the same time, the Giga Berlin team continues to grow. Production is expected to start in 2021. So it's coming, and it's coming soon. Here's another amazing detail. Autopilot and full self-driving launched today. Believe it or not, launched today. I know to very selected individuals, but by this weekend, it will be pushed out to many more drivers. I know it's going to be very slow and it's going to be extremely careful, but this is a monumental achievement. Let me read to you this little paragraph. Our Autopilot team has been focused on the fundamental architecture rewrite of our neural networks and control algorithms. Okay, the rewrite will allow the remaining driving features to be released. You know what this means? This means that autonomous cars are like here and they're just about ready to be operational with a driver in, but before you know it, it will be driverless cars. In October, we sent the first FSD software update enabled by the rewrite to a limited number of early access program users, city streets. That's unbelievable. As we continue to collect data over time, the system will become more robust. Okay, so they're doing what they do. They collect data from real drivers. This is not Waymo controlled systems, control testing, This is real world stuff. This is incredible. Now, a lot of people caught up with the car production, which is fine, but the energy business is monumental. This is one going to take Tesla into a $2 trillion company, according to ARK Invest and Tasha Kinney, who spoke about it just yesterday. So the energy storage business reached record deployment. Look at this, of 759 megawatt hour in Q3. Megapack production continued to ramp up at Gigafactory Nevada as production volumes more than doubled in Q3. Here's another example, the solar roofs, which is now a 2-day installation. That's just unbelievable. Let me show you now battery day highlight. Let me take a look at this one. Here's the design of the 80 millimeter height and the 46 millimeter in diameter, hence the 4680 battery. This will cause a range increase of 16%, dollar watt hour cost reduction by 14%, and dollars gigawatt hour reduction of 7%. This part is probably the biggest news in Tesla history of what is it that they're going to do. Hence, will reduce the cost of batteries, eventually the watt hour per mile, by probably 50%. By the way, Tesla is maintaining that 500,000 vehicles will be delivered this year. And if we just go by the year over year of what they do of 50% growth, you can expect 750,000 to 1 million cars next year, especially with the Shanghai factory ramping up production. So guys, this is just unbelievable. Let's take a look at some photos. Here's a photo of the Gigafactory in Shanghai, the Model Y and the Model 3 factory. Look at that. Look what it became in just about 2 years. Massive factory. This is inside the Model Y die cast, where they're going to work on the Tesla Model Y. Here's the Model Y body shop. This is also in Shanghai. And here, this is a first-time picture, Gigafactory in Shanghai, Model Y paint shop. This is one of the most advanced paint shops in the world. Berlin, look at the, 6 months ago, less 6 months ago, it was all trees. Look how far they got. This is going to be operational probably next year. And look at Texas. This was also a pile of trees, and now it is shaping up to be one of the biggest factories in the world. Megapack picture, and this is just an incredible achievement. And again, I cannot emphasize enough how important the battery cost and the watt hour per mile. That is going to be the absolute game changer in the future of electric cars and solar panels and backup batteries and all those things. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, put it down below. I'll see you all tomorrow.